everyone. Back again, another episode of It Factor. As always, I'm your host, Jeremy Robinson. And today we have someone special. Go ahead and introduce yourself, man.
It's good, guys. My name is DeShaan Dixon. I know what to put on afterwards, but I'm DeShaan Dixon.
That's what's up. So with that, man, how are you doing mentally, physically, emotionally?
I'm doing real good, man. Doing real good. Everything's going well. Family's good. Football's going good. And, I'm just really just life in it right now, just taking it one day at a time.
That's good. That's good. So, like, one of my first questions, man, and I know I just got married back in September. And I was looking, thank you, man. And when I was doing everything, I was like, man, my God, girl dad, man, how is that and how is it to be a black father and what the day's climbing?
It's really good, especially at the stage I'm at, in my career where she's gonna be set up for life. I'm very blessed to be in this situation.
Mm-hmm.
And being a father now is it's the most amazing thing because I can teach her because I grew up different. I grew up different, and so I there my parents my mom and stepdad were divorced, and it just wasn't like the best household, but I still felt I still felt love in a way, but there was some things when I get to be a father, I'm gonna do differently. So now that I'm in this situation, it's I can really do those things now. And so, like I said, it's a blessing to be a father. I'm glad come home to her every day. I know she'd be tired coming from daycare. Yeah, she's enjoying it here, and she likes it in Florida. So yeah.
Definitely, man. I know it brighten up your day every day to be able to see her, man, be able to be around her and things of that nature. And also commend you for being a black father, man. Definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
I grew up in a single parent home, so I definitely now know how I will be once I do have kids. I'm blessed with kids, at least.
Right. Definitely.
So with that, man, how was it attending Norfolk State University and graduating from Norfolk State? How was that?
I mean, it was good. I think I made the most of my opportunities at Norfolk State. I know I wasn't like a big, party guy, or I got in all the clubs, anything. I just kind of kept my head down and, did to what I was doing as far as like football, and then like what I wanted to do as far as like outside of football. I just kind of kept with those stuff, and I made a lot of new friends, lifelong friends, and graduated from there. Coming from high school, I didn't expect to get this far. Really, I really came senior year in college. I really had I had no like plan. Like I wanted to do certain things, but I was like, I don't know how it's gonna shape up or anything like that. And one thing after another, it was just like, all right, boom, and now I get an offer from Norfolk State, and okay, now I'm gonna play football here, and then now I'm going through these 4 years or 5, including COVID, and it was just like, maybe it was a point where I was like, maybe football, was the thing for me, and now it's coming to an end, and now I'm blessed to be in the NFL now, and so I'm just I like whatever it is I'm doing, like I'm gonna put the work in to do it. It's just like at the beginning I was like, I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm just kind of going with the flow.
You was like, if it happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't. I can understand how you feel. We like that with jobs too. You like, hey, if I get hired, I get hired. If I don't, I got to keep calm. That's a great positive thing to have. I feel like even with the following question, man, like how was it or how is it, to be in the NFL, leaving a HBCU, B to B. That was the first college that black players came from. It must be a new highlight thing because of Deion Sanders, I guess. I don't know, but I mean, it's been happening. I mean, so how does that feel, man? And how was that transition for you?
It's like I said, like I'm gonna keep saying, it's a blessing, especially coming from where I'm from. Getting to where I'm at, especially coming from an HBCU, is very, very rare. Now I know, these all-time greats that's been in the league before, coming from HBCUs and stuff like that, and then You just kind of see like a trend to where like you don't see the HBCU guys,
Right.
get drafted, get picked up, anything like that. It's always a handful of guys now, and then especially like with my class, they had 4 guys drafted, and then we had a few other guys that were undrafted. So that's still here, and I just think it's like the transition is definitely different. Like the league is definitely a business, and they it's really it's really serious. I understand the game of football, whatever, will always be the same, but like the business side of things, like, you just can't take it. You really can't take it for granted because like that's the opportunity of a lifetime. And like I said, there's like thousands of people trying to get to where you at, and only a select few, get to have that opportunity. So I'm definitely taking advantage of opportunity here. I'm going into my second year now, and so it's really good. I'm starting to see like both sides of things of like not being in the league and seeing those guys in the league, and then being in the league and seeing like fans and family kind of how they look at you now, and it's like it's definitely a little bit different. It's definitely new to me. I'm starting to adjust to it, but I mean I like it. It's pretty cool being in the league.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. And then I'll say, so what is your it factor then? Why do you do what you do?
Family. That's my number one like motivation, just to keep me going. Like knowing I have family counting on me, knowing that they raised me the best way they could, and knowing that I got a daughter at home,
Hmm.
that's gonna always support me no matter what. That's my my motivation to keep going. And even the people that's helped me out, throughout like high school, college, stuff like that, like those people matter to me as well. Like I couldn't do it by myself. So that's my family, my circle. That's my motivation. Keep going. And then just me, just wanting to be like the best that I can be in whatever I do. And I've always said like you're not gonna outwork me. You're not gonna. Like you might be bigger than me, you might be faster than me, whatever. But like you're not gonna outwork me. And so I've always kept that to myself. Just striving to be the best that I can be.
Yes, indeed, man. I like that. I definitely have seen that and following you, man. Just being able to see you on social media, try to be a person of like even being able to reach out with the podcast. I definitely, of course, I love athletes, but I bring on everybody. Bring
Right.
on people in all type of professions. But something that has set you apart from the average athlete, I would say, the person that I really talk to is just how I see how family on you are. I see how passionate you are about the game, but I like to hear from you that you like, yeah, I didn't think I was gonna be here. So you take it a little different than it ain't like I didn't think I was gonna be in the NFL. You like, hey, I ain't know where I was gonna be. Hey, like what happened, happened. So I know you like embrace it more now.
Mhm.
So with that, I say also, man, what has been your biggest obstacle since coming into the league, man? What's something you had to adapt to?
Um, so I guess like, being in college, okay, so one thing I would probably say, like being in college, it's like, especially like junior year, senior year, you're supposed to be like that guy. You
Hmm.
know, you, you're supposed to be like, he's the best player on his team, boom, boom, boom.
Right.
And when you get to the league, it's like you basically like starting over, like starting from scratch. Like especially like me, I'm undrafted. Like I wasn't drafted, so like
Mhm.
not a lot of people know me. Especially nobody knows what Norfolk State is in the league. Like there's
Right.
a select few people that's come from Norfolk State in the league, and um, coming from there, it's like, all right, boom. Now I'm starting like fresh, like basically like I'm a freshman all over again,
Hmm.
and which is somewhat a good thing because like now I'm in the league with like all these people that's coming from these different schools, like these Power Five schools, these big schools, where like they was the guy, and they was drafting to get to the league, and they already got like they know their name already, and so it's like me coming in, it's like whoever's in front of me, whether it's first string, second string, or anybody that come in with me like that, it's like I'm kind of on this equal playing field now
Hmm.
of like like, okay, you went to, for example, like you went to Alabama, I went to Norfolk State. We end up at the same place now competing. We competing for the same job. So like, it's just like, I don't know, it's like a different drive. Like it's like he already got that chip on his shoulder, like, oh, I went to Bama, it's like, they're gonna give me that, they're gonna give me that spot. But like I said, now it's like this somewhat equal level, equal level. I'm blinking. I'm
I
touching
get
my
what you're
words.
saying. It's like an equal playing field now because
Yeah.
y'all both starting back over. Because even though, I mean, of course, I don't watch a lot of football, play football, and I know how they can go. And it's
Mhm.
like you get there, and it's like we both in the same. We both freshmen again. We both. It's people that's already starting that's gonna come back. That probably got a new contract or different things like that. But it's like
Right.
at the end of the day, yeah, I went to Norfolk. They don't matter no more. It's like, hey, I'm here now. So I
Right.
think I
Yeah.
feel you on that. I definitely
Yeah.
feel you on that.
Now I understand, like, so like the situation I'm in, like, Trayvon, number one, first pick, first round.
Yeah.
And I already know he's gonna have his opportunity, his shine and stuff. So like me and him, like we played the same position. So like I knew coming in that, he's already got, that spot solidified. Now it's more so it's not even like competing against him, it's more like competing to get to where he's at. Something like
Got
that.
you. See, I like that. I like how you pit it too, because you like that's my teammate at the end of the day. And
Right.
if he played for Georgia, yeah, it's a bigger school, but you know how much stuff I can learn from him that he's
Right.
playing, and you never know what's gonna happen to where we both in the game together. So definitely
Mhm.
I like that mindset because a lot of people do look at it like, oh, we competing. I gotta get this. I gotta win. I gotta do this. And it's like, hey, at the end of the day, you never know how it can play out for you. So
Yeah.
definitely commend you for that because a lot of people don't think like that.
Yeah, no, it's yeah. When I first came, like it's crazy. Like a year ago today, kind of we first coming in doing our physical stuff like that, and so like coming in, it was like uh I was like, all right, boom, it's Trayvon, Josh, Casey. Like those like solidified three spots.
Mhm.
Um, anything anything after them was kind of like up in the air, and so and as far as like the politics of it, those guys gonna get, they're gonna be the ones because they've been here already besides Trayvon, but like, he's first round, first pick. So like he's gonna get his opportunity to showcase what he can do.
Right.
And and then after that, it was just more so like a learning game. Like I'm learning from all these guys, whether they're like these real old vets or like, this is like the second, third year in the league. Like I'm learning from all these guys. And
Mhm.
I mean, we still compete. Like we're still competing, but we competing together to, win the game at the, like because we all got the same end goal, go to the Super
Yes,
Bowl.
indeed.
So yeah, I'm learning from all these guys, and
Mhm.
um, they're learning stuff from me too. Like, cause like I mean, I feel they could learn some, certain stuff from me, but like sometimes it's hard to see from my perspective, especially coming in undrafted. I'm kind of like really starting from the bottom. So but I think I mean, I didn't play as much during the season, but I was on the roster, like the active roster the whole year, and so like I'm at all the away games, home games, like I'm on the sideline, so I'm getting like I'm seeing how the game goes from a sideline perspective. Now I know it's different in the game, and I played in a few games to where like special teams, and I had a few defensive snaps, but like it was, all that was like a sure learning experience. And I mean, I've grown from that, learned from it, and now I'm in this situation where like, okay, now like this is my year to like really show what I can do. And
Mhm.
so yeah, that's
I'm at now, I'm like, so with all that being said, and I'm gonna put on you that you're gonna get more time this year and you're gonna grow a lot. But my biggest thing is, man, what you looking forward to this year? Like, talk your shit. Like, what you looking forward to be in this going into this next year, man, 2023 season.
just just being more productive and really like feeling a part of the team.
Hmm.
Now I know like being on a team and practicing with these guys, help like being on a scout team, getting the offense ready and stuff like that. I know I'm a part of the team, but like like deep down, I was like when we win games, it was like I'm not used to winning because Norfolk State, we was like average. We thought we was gonna have a good season, just fell off at the end. And just so like when we lose, it's like all right, boom, like what do we got to do to get better? We'll move on. Even when we win, it was like all right, what we got to do to get better? There's some mistakes in here, but like I could never be like super hyped for a win. Even the playoff comeback win we had, that was such a great moment. But it was like that's all right, boom. This is what we got next. And, what we got to do. What I got to do to help the team to get better. But like I want to feel like a part of that win, somewhat like feel like I was productive in a way on game day. So, but yeah, that's the biggest thing. One, just like being productive, being more confident in myself because I used to second guess a lot of stuff, and then I was just like, I know, like the Giants game. We had this one call. I had two defensive plays. The first one, I got a tackle, but I was so caught up in the moment that I didn't hear the second play, and so I had a blown assignment, and he ran for like 6 yards, and I was just like, oh shoot, like I'm scrambling right now. Now I'm second guessing myself, and then he pulled me out, but I still still playing special teams on that game. But it was just like, I don't want to have those, moments again where it's like, getting caught up in the moment and then I'm like second guessing everything now. So
Yeah, definitely, man. Do you want to so when it does happen, my thing is I think about like work. Like, coming out of college and working is not that much different from going to the league. People don't see it that way. But like you working a job, you like, hey, I done messed up on this, dang, I done messed up on this interview and I done this, the same type of thing. Like I feel like we have to live in the moment and go back. Like that's what film for. Like, dang, I made that time. Like, later on I can celebrate. But like right in the moment, I think it's kind of nerve wracking. Also, what you saying coming from an HBCU and y'all not winning, you like, dang, I made a tackle, dang, that's good, that's lit. But I get what you're saying, like going back. So it make me feel because I don't never get that in the interview. When you hearing that from somebody, nobody ain't never talking about some of the mistakes they made or how they made it. So I respect you for that. You got a fan in me, man. That's why I hit you up like I do. Because I'm like, at the end of the day, yeah, you went to a HBCU and that mean a lot to me, but I see more in you than just okay, I'm an undrafted free agent. That's over now. It's like, hey, this is what I'm trying to see from my boy DeShaan next. And I'm just happy I was able to bring you on the show because I want people to learn about you, man, and see you stand up there with the other people that's great. At the end of the day, I brought on Ryan Clark to my show. And when I was a kid, I didn't know he was a undrafted free agent. I'm gonna be honest with you. But before, when you're going through everything, you doing the research, and you like, wait a minute, he was undrafted, but he was so damn good. And you
yeah,
start to realize that it's only 200 some people that get drafted, and half of them don't even make it in the league. So, brother, you're gonna make it. You're gonna be fine, man. I'm gonna tell you that. And also, I'm just ready for this year. Definitely
me
ready.
too, man.
This year got to come for you. So with that, man, also I would say, what is some of the things you would tell someone that's coming into the league as drafted or undrafted free agent, or a person that wants to be in the NFL one day? What would you tell them?
I would just say, keep working hard, even when it goes unnoticed.
Hmm.
I've always been like under the radar and stuff, and I know how it feels when it feels like nobody's watching you, nobody's that when somebody bring up your name and they don't know it. Like I know how that feels. And
Hmm.
it's gonna be people that see you. Like you just gotta keep working, keep grinding, stay true to the process. Like everything's gonna work out. I promise you it will. And then especially with like even if you don't get that shot, that first shot into the NFL, like there's all these different leagues. You got the CFL, you got the XFL, USFL,
Yeah.
Arena Ball. Like there's so many opportunities. Like everybody's path is going to be different, and
Hmm.
so I don't want anybody like look at me and be like, oh, if they he he come from HBU straight to the league. I'm trying to do the same thing, but don't get like discouraged if that doesn't happen. Keep work. Like I promise you, it's gonna work out. Like people still get their opportunities from the XFL and the
Hmm.
USFL. like there's people getting invites to these NFL, mini camps and stuff like that. Still now, like even coming from the other leagues, and it's like I said, just keep working, like keep praying, like it's gonna work out. I promise you it will. Like I would just and take advantage of those opportunities you do get because every snap, like especially preseason, rookie year, preseason, I didn't get a lot of snaps, but the snaps I did get, I was just going like, especially that Atlanta game, like I didn't play the first half, and so like I'm sitting on the sideline, like this could be my last game of football, ever. Like that was kind of my thinking, like so. As soon as I got in, everything went out the window. Like I think I like blanked out and just kind of went off.
Oh, no. Yes,
And
indeed.
like afterwards, it was like I don't know. It felt weird after the game because like I still had the energy to keep going, keep going. And I was like I want more I want more of that. You know what I mean? Like I want to be like dead tired after the end of the game. And even when they told me like I made the team, like it was like an unreal moment. I couldn't even like process it through my head. Like we went into games and I'm sitting down. I see like a couple guys like go on, but it's like I'm just sitting there and it's like what what's gonna happen next? Because nobody saying anything to me, anything like that. So I'm like, all right, cool. And then the coach walks in. And he was like, all right. He said, well, congratulations, you made 53. This is just the beginning and stuff like that. So I'm like, oh shoot, like I just I just made the team. So yeah, no, it's definitely a great moment. I just say, take advantage of the opportunities that you do get, and keep praying, keep working, keep striving to be great, man. Because it's gonna work out at the end of the day. No matter what path you take, it's gonna work out. Anybody can reach out to me and try to get some advice and stuff like that. Because I'm gonna try to give you the best advice that I can give. I know a few guys, they starting to talk to me. I even got some young guys like that's in high school hitting me up like how to get where you at, and I'm telling them the same thing, like I said, everybody's path gonna be different no matter what position. I can't give you advice on how to play receiver. But I can tell keep working on what you're doing and stuff like that. So
Man, that's what's up, bro. That's a genuine thing to be. So before we do close, I would say, you have any pregame rituals, man? Anything that you've been doing since high school, since you've been doing since college?
uh okay, so in high school, I do find myself still doing this. So like I'll take I'll take my cleats.
Hmm.
Okay, in high school, I would take my cleats. I always like dump them left or right,
Uh-huh.
left. I was I it was like an unconscious thing that I did. I always just like make sure everything was out my shoes.
Hmm.
Um, I did that. Gotta listen to like jazz music. Like the jazz music before a game just kind of helps me, get ready for the game. I can listen to like the rap stuff and the fast paced stuff, but like
Hmm.
that jazz music, I just be like, yeah, I'm ready to
Calm
play.
you down. Calm you
Yeah,
down.
I mean, I'm Eric Jonathan Butler, Ben Tanker, like a whole bunch of people I can just listen to. I used to always eat a fruit before the game, or eat some type of fruit before a game. Like in high school, it was oranges.
Hmm.
The oranges were like the biggest thing for me. Like oranges or like like a banana or something.
Hmm.
Um, when I got to college, I still do the shoe thing. Like I really like it. Just kind of I don't know if like people notice it a lot, like people I play with, but like I've always done that.
Uh-huh.
Home games, I always took a shower before home games. Like everybody's pregame warm up stuff like that. I'm in the shower. I got my music playing and I'm just taking a shower.
Uh-huh.
Uh, what else, man? Still on the jazz music. Uh, and then senior year in college, I started like wiping my feet before I hit the field, just kind of
Hmm.
like so like I wipe my feet, and then I'm talking to he was like a brother of mine. He passed away. I always like wipe my feet, and I'll be like, I do this for you, Josh. I do this for you. Jackson was my dog. I got my dog passed away last year, so it was like I'm always talking to them. So like I'll wipe my feet, just kind of leaving that negativity off of leaving that off the field, and just like now it's time to bring the game, and then. Um, what else do I do, man? It's like so many stuff I gotta do.
You got to get it closer. You dropping them shoes next season, so you got to get closer for you doing.
I really be doing I getting ready.
Uh-huh.
Just dumping them out, and I'm just like, all right, now I can put them on.
Mm-hmm. Definitely, man. Do you have any questions for me?
How long you been like doing interviews and podcasts and stuff?
So I've been doing it since 2019, man. One of my friends that's in media, we talked about it, and he's like, "You always meet people, or you're always able to do this." And at first, I'm a tech guy, so I went to school for engineering. So when I graduated, I said, "Yeah, it's cool. You're working," and it's like, "Yeah, it's all right, but it's not super fulfilling." Now it's like, man, I always like football, played football. I want to interview them. I want to interview doctors, lawyers, engineers, teachers, and just doing it since 2019, man. It's just amazing to build network with people, and that made me want to come out and be able to see you grow. It made
Mm.
in a way when you grow, I grow. So that's how I look at it. Definitely.
You ever wanted to go like a bigger platform?
Yeah, definitely, man. Outside of YouTube or anything like that, I definitely want to see myself like a Oprah type thing, where I can bring people like yourself back and be like, "Hey, man, you remember so and so? You remember
Yeah,
we was talking in year two about? Did you remember all them tackles you got after you left the X Factor? See, that's how I want to be, man. Definitely.
I respect it. No, I always wanted to do some type of like podcast, sometimes just really talk to friends or anybody, just like about life, just
Mhm.
life going, current events, anything, just kind of hitting on different topics. And I don't know, I just never found the time to do it.
Definitely.
Um, I don't even have like a setup in the house, or anything. I got my setup is in the living room, so
Uh,
no, I mean I don't know. It's just I always thought about doing something like that, and
I say, dude, you need some help. See, you got me now. You can call me, man. I got you.
yeah, I need some advice on to start a podcast or something. I don't even know how to like start it off, like
Mhm.
talk about anything or just like
Just
have.
started. I mean, use what you have now. I mean, granted you're an athlete and things of that nature. Well, I tell athletes all the time, since I talk to a good number, is you easy at setting yourself away from the sport. So that's how you started. And I think you'll impact a lot of people by young people, and like how you was talking about the players that come to you. That
Mm,
podcast would be a great way for them to tap in, because you could probably come up spark up on a conversation about, hey, this is what happened to me, because people only see, oh, he played for the Jacksonville Jaguars. They don't see the journey that it took to get there. So
right.
that's I think the picture if you're thinking about it, just write it out. And that's what I do, man. I just write it out. Like I sent you those questions months ago. I try
Mhm.
to stay ready so I don't have to get ready, so that people know that it's genuine and it's coming from a positive place. So definitely, man, I feel like you can do the same thing.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna take your shine or anything. I'll just talk to a small group of people, or just I'm talking to my boy or something. We just talking about whatever. It could be outside of football too, because like
Mhm.
you're in the league, like you're around football all the time. Like
Mhm.
you get a little tired of it sometimes, yeah, especially when you come home. You're just like,
Yeah, I
because like
understand. I,
yeah, with somebody like, especially like after like a game or something like that.
mhm.
And it's, yeah, so what you think about the game or something like that? I'm just like, look, I'm just ready. I'm ready to eat.
I'm trying to
Like,
go home.
I could have asked me what I'm gonna eat, and I would have went on a whole spill about what I'm gonna eat. Man. Nah, but like, yeah, nah, I'm definitely getting used. I'm getting used to like when people ask me about like my story,
Mhm.
um, and like football related questions now. So I mean, some questions kind of be like fan related questions. Like I know people ask me, they'd be like, "Oh, how's Trevor Lawrence in the locker room?" Because I know Trevor Lawrence is that guy.
Yeah, it's Trevor. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just like I know from the outside looking in, we've always seen him on TV. He was big Clemson guy, and he's just kind of like that superstar in college, and even the league now. And it's like now I'm on a team with him, and I see like I see him like every day, and I see like how he is as a person. And it's like, hey, like he's a cool dude, laid back, he's telling and stuff like that. And then like I don't know, I guess people just be wanting to like I don't know get tapped in and be like, oh yeah, I know he does this and stuff like that. Not really, he's just a regular guy like you and me, So.
Right. Definitely. Definitely, man. I love what you're doing, bro. I hate we got to go, but I definitely look forward to doing this again, maybe in person, man. But definitely
Definitely.
just keep doing what you're doing. You need anything, let me know, and I'll definitely be reaching out to you. I'm also seeing my number and stuff too.
All right, bet. I got you.
Yes, indeed. I'll talk to you soon, man.
All right, man. Appreciate it.